Hey everyone, how are you? I'm sure some of you have seen uh, the recent video. I just learned the Windows video player or whatever it's called, and I took me about 4 hours with someone's help over the phone to upload that video of the slideshow, make it, and everything. Um, and I'm going to be putting them in quick list. That way, those two videos, this video here is actually one. I'm still going to put an annotation for the link, but you don't have to worry about that because it's going to be one video. So it's good that you watch this one first, but it will automatically go into the slideshow. And if you have happened to see the slideshow video, that's okay. Um, go to this one and just let it continue to play. Like I said, it's one video, but I want to do this video to describe some of the pictures that you saw. I don't have a camcorder, so it's the next best thing. And, I'll mention certain uh, pictures, and that way you can be more appreciative of what you're seeing and understand the different routines that I do. Usually, um, well, first, you could check out the video. It's called My Hypnotic Induction Technique. I use 95% of the time. That's the method of hypnosis that I do before doing the entertainment. That's the one like I do 95% of the time, as I said. All right, so they've come out of hypnosis, or I've they're still hypnotized, but I have them open their eyes so they can do the funny comical routines. Um, Before I do that, I say anytime I shake your hand and or touch your head and say the word sleep, you're going to immediately collapse down. You'll see some pictures, people are like, I mean, that's what deep hypnosis is. I mean, when they're down so deep like this, I could just roll their head, move their arms, and it would just be limp. It's such a great feeling. It's very relaxing. And, I don't make them like bark like a dog and stuff. I have more respect for people than that. And a lot of you who know me, like my videos, it seems, and I'm appreciative. So I do that after every routine. I'll shake their hand, say the word sleep, and they just collapse down. You'll see one girl, she's a brunette with the long hair. She probably has the most pictures. Morgan. She's fun. Anyway, what I do is hypnotic testing just to see if they're deep enough. I will say, um, picture the number 2 on a chalkboard and imagine erasing it. And it's going to be erased out of your mind, but don't worry, I'll put it back in there. And that suggestion will be complete when I snap my finger. So when you count, you'll go 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And I hold out my fingers and I say count my fingers. They go 1, 2, or they go 1, 3, 4, 5, 6. A little puzzled, 7, 8, 9, 10, and here's where they're really puzzled. And then they see this. Now I could have them forget any number, but number 2 is specific because I could have them count their hands, their feet, their legs, and it's always going to be 3, whereas the other numbers don't do that. Um, Another routine, you'll notice people, they'll be like this or like this, and I will do a post-hypnotic suggestion. I will say, anytime I and only I say the word blue, you'll smell the worst disgusting smell you have ever smelled in your life. Then, I'll say when I count to 3, your eyes will open and that will be your reality. 1, 2, 3, their eyes open. And then I talk about, almost getting hit by a blue car, mentioning it about 10 to 12 times. And Then I also say, whenever I say the word red, you're going to smell the most beautiful heavenly smell you have ever smelled, and notice that it's coming from me. And you'll see one of the girls actually, Morgan, she actually came up and started sniffing around my neck. Most don't do that. You know, they're like, oh, you know, you have some good cologne or something. And it's funny. Um, so I do the good smell, bad smell, and then I do a routine. I'll put him back into collapsed hypnosis, deep hypnosis, and I will say, this time when you open your eyes, everyone you see, including me, will be completely naked. And you're going to be shocked. And you're actually going to tell people, why in the world are you in public naked? And I'll say, and whenever I snap my fingers, my butt will grow 10 times its size each time I snap. And you'll see in one picture, the girl with the yellow shirt, she's like this, you know. And I'm like, what's wrong? And she's like, your butt's this big. And then I say, when I clap my hands, it will become normal. Then I clap my hands. And then I do one of my favorite routines. It's called the invisible hypnotist routine. And this literally happens. This becomes because when you're in hypnosis, you're in your subconscious part of the mind. So this is really real stuff that is happening. And that's why I do good, safe routines and so on. Um, you know, and your subconscious controls your body functions, your eyesight, your breathing, and your imagination. And I will say, even though you could hear me and feel my touch, you will not see me. And in one picture, you'll see me touching someone's leg, you know, people looking shocked. That's after I've touched them because they're invisible touches. And then, you know, you'll see one where, you know, I have like a basket I pick up. So I'll pick stuff up, and because they don't see me, it looks like it's actually floating. And what really freaks people out is when I pick someone up. I'll pick someone up, you know, usually a friend, someone late. I'll pick them up and spin them around and then kind of go close to the person. And they're like, oh my God, how are you doing that? And then one routine that I do is I'll say, um, when you open your eyes, you're going to see a cute little puppy. Toward the end, if you look in the yellow shirt, um, you'll see someone holding a little puppy, the girl in the yellow shirt, and then she'll pose with it. I'm like, yes, when you open your eyes, you're going to see like a 2 to 3 week old puppy, not even old enough to be away from its mother. Your eyes are going to be open and you're going to pet it. And then I ask them about it and so on. And then I do the favorite celebrity routine. I ask their friends who their favorite celebrity is. Now, if you see me posing with people, that's when I'm their favorite celebrity. I've been Johnny Depp, Nick Jonas, George Clooney, Edward Cullen, Morgan, when it's just her and I. She has the long black hair. I did that. I've been Jeremy something. I don't know who that is. I'll say you'll see your favorite celebrity. You might want pictures taken with them and an autograph. And you'll see some in a pic with a girl with shorter hair, kind of balled up. I'm writing an autograph. And they literally see their favorite celebrity. It's really cool. And then one of my favorite routines, and it goes into the imagination, I'll say, whenever you hear ring, 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 it will be your shoe ringing, and you'll remove your shoe and talk into your shoe. And they will literally talk for a minute or two. And I'll say it's your boss, and you're going to give him the most crazy excuse as to why you're late. Um, the one in yellow, for instance, after Michael Jackson died, said, I'm watching his kids. And another one, the one with the cowboy boots, said she was in jail framed for stealing. So this is going to stop, and enjoy the next video with the pictures of what I've explained. Thank you and God bless.